Now we're going to do the last part of this gorgeous area here, and you can see that this is quite a lot pinker than I have got it on our first wash, but I wanted to keep it light. I didn't want to lose those, and I'm still not going to paint it quite as dark as that, I think. So I've mixed up some, it's a pretty pink. It's got some permanent rose and potter's pink in it, and I'm just going to go wet on dry and paint the shapes that I see there. So I see just take a bit of paint off my brush. I had too much water on my brush. Just leaving an edge there, and I'm just going to go like that. You can see the line there. Then I'm going to go like that. So I'm not doing much to this. I'm just defining some shapes, and then I'm going to soften that edge. I'm going to leave that as a hard edge, and I'm going to bring that colour to the edge and create a round there. So then I'll soften that edge as well. So that's all there. Then on here, I'll tidy up this edge later, but I'm going to do mine's ending up a bit different to these, but it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm going to do a sweep around here and take it right down to that line there. Oh, I've done that wrong. It only goes to there. And then it's actually another petal sitting in behind. So I'll take that line there. See what I've done? I've just created another line. I'll just drop a tiny little bit of the darker colour in here. And then with a small brush, and that's almost dry now, that line, I'm just going to soften that out a little bit. Then I'm going to use a slightly darker version of what I was just using. Just add a few little dark bits into it, and I'm just going to define the edge of that and round here. I can't because it's all wet. So I'll just do that instead. I've got that running out there. And this piece comes down here. Oh good, that's making a proper line between those two because it's dry there, and then I'll soften that edge. So that's popping out there. I'll just add a little bit more of the dull. There. So then I've got a bit of a hard line here, but I quite like this being as light as it is. So what I'll do is I'll pick up my little 1/4 inch scrubber, and I'm just going to scrub the bottom of that line. Dip my brush in the water, give it a little shake only, I don't drop it off. Then I'm going to drop water on here and just soften that edge so that I just drop the block there and just blot that off. So it just softens that shape there, and then I see that at the bottom of that it's got a little shadow bit here. So I'm just going to draw a line down here. I'll make it a little pinker than that. It looks a bit out of place. Like so. And then this bit here is I'm just going to use a bit of tissue just to blot that where it's running up a bit much there. So I've done this little dark bit in here before. Here it is here. Do I need to do some more darks in here? Yes, I think so. So what I'll do is I'll wet that. I'll wet this area here. Out from there. I'm going to wet over the top of those bits. And then I'm going to pick up that dark tanny colour we were using for the negative painting with a tiny bit of quinacridone red added to it. And I'm just going to redefine, so it's dry in here. Just going to redefine these petals, these stamens. Make them nice and rounded. Go over that line, and go in there. So I'm redefining the edge of that petal. Soften that edge there. Drop a bit more colour in here. Redefining that one. A little bit more there too. So it just shapes it. And a couple of little sweeps. If you do too much, dry brush, pick it up. Go back in again, drop some more in. Just let it spread out gently. I'm going to change the shape of them. Don't like it. And that just ties in with the darks in there. Just pushing that down. And while I've got that colour on my brush, I'm just tidying up these petals, make sure that they're lovely and smooth edges, not raggy.